Hello guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of our weekly outlook. Alright, so in this video, as usual, I'm going to take 5 pairs. I always look at, analyze it and see what we are going to be expecting for this coming week. Alright, so first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who have subscribed to the channel. In fact, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, I'll be very happy if you do so. Alright, so let's go to the chart and see what we'll be expecting. So I'm going to take these following pairs and analyze them. We are going to look at Euro USD, GBP USD, Gold, Gbpjpy, and Euro GPY. Alright, so let's start with Euro USD. What am I expecting on Euro USD? Okay, so on Euro USD, we had a break of structure. We had a high here, and then we had a break of structure for this high to the what? To the upside. So we had a break of structure which actually changed our whole direction. So we had our swing low right here. So we had a swing low here. Then we had a swing high here, which has been broken. So on weekly, we are bullish on weekly. Now, when you look at this place on weekly, we have this very nice supply zone right here. And then we also have another supply zone right here. So let me take this particular zone. So we have another supply zone right there. So for this week, those are the zones I'm going to look at when it comes to the weekly time frame. Now let's go to the daily time frame and then what am I expecting? All right. So on daily, what am I expecting? Now, when we come to the daily time frame, we can see that we are very bullish on Euro USD, very, very bullish. And then we had price respecting demand zones right here. We had a demand zone right here. Price respected it. Now let me go on the 4H where we can have a very good view of what price is doing. All right. So on 4H, what can we see? What can we see on 4H? Okay, so on 4H, we had markets giving us some very nice move to the upside. So 4H, we are very bullish weekly, also bullish daily, very bullish. So what am I expecting this week? What am I expecting this week? All right, so we can see that price traded into this particular demand zone right here. So we had a very nice demand zone where price traded into it. All right. So since we are very bullish, what are we going to look for? We are going to look for price respecting demand zones. Now, also we have to remember that on weekly we are in a particular supply zone, which is this particular supply zone right here. Okay, so if we are in this supply zone, that means maybe you're going to be expecting some sells on this market, right? We are going to be expecting some sells on this market. So I have two movements on this market where I'm going to be expecting both sells and buy. So yeah, all you need to do is to wait for confirmation to know where price is really going to head. So first of all, since we are very bullish, I'm going to talk about the bullish nature of this market. All right. So since we are bullish on this market, where am I going to expect price to go from next week? So if price is bullish, then I'm expecting price to come into this particular demand zone. So yeah, unmitigated, we have an unmitigated demand zone right there, where I think price will likely trade into it, then give us a push to the upside. All right, so this first scenario I'm expecting for Euro USD. There's a buy scenario for Euro USD. So what do you expect? You just wait for confirmations or any form of confirmation entry, and then you take your trade. Or what again am I expecting for this particular move? All right, so the next thing I'll be expecting is a price reacting to this particular supply zone. Good. So we have a very nice supply zone right there, where I think price can react within this supply zone, come to our demand, and give us a push to the upside. Now this demand zone can also be broken. So yeah, in other sense, I'm also expecting what, even though I'm expecting this to happen, it can be that price will just break this particular demand zone. So when that happens, what are you going to be expecting? That means we are expecting price to respect this particular supply. So we can be expecting something like this. So we can be expecting price respecting this demand zone, giving us let's say a sell model. Then we trade straight into this particular demand we have right here. So this is what I'm expecting for Euro USD this week. Now let's go to the next pair, which is gold. Now what am I expecting for gold? What do we have on gold? Now on gold, you can see that on weekly we are very bullish on weekly, since we had our weekly high right here. So we had our weekly high right here broken. So our weekly high, our swing high for week, because this week actually broke the structure, giving us this low. So yeah, that's our high. We have our our weekly low right here. So swing low. Already we know that our high has been broken. Our high has been broken. So yeah. So what am I expecting? Now on weekly we are also very bullish. Now I have these two zones. So on my weekly overview, okay, that's what I have. I have these two zones right here, and then we have another zone right here. All right. So market is actually in this particular supply zone right now as we speak. So what is market going to do at that place? Now let's go to daily. Now we found our zones. Let's go to daily and then see what will be expecting. So what are we expecting on the daily time frame? Now on daily time frame, as we know, we are very bullish on daily time frame. So what should we be looking for? We're looking for bullish order flow. So where are we going to be looking at? Now let's go to 4H to get a better view of what the market is has been printing for us this past few days. So on 4H we have markets respecting demand, zones, and breaking supplies. So we have markets going up. So we have markets breaking this. So we had a break of structure right here. Good. So we had a break of structure there, a break of structure here, market breaking this place, market breaking this structure, and market breaking this structure right here. All right. So we had a break of structure at this place too. So you can see that we are having a series of break of structures to the upside, which shows strong push to the upside. So markets respecting demand zones. As we move up, we have markets respecting demand zones. Okay, so now what am I expecting? Now mind you, right now we are in a very reactive zone. Okay, a supply zone where market is actually reacting towards that supply zone. It's definitely going to react towards that supply zone. So what am I expecting for this pair? Now on this 4H, what am I expecting for this pair? So definitely, since we are bullish, I'm going to be expecting some reaction towards this particular demand zone. So I'm expecting price to respect this demand zone. All right. So even though I'm expecting price to react to this demand zone, that doesn't mean it can't break it. Yeah, price can easily break our demand zone. So I'm expecting something like this to the upside. So if you ask me what I'm expecting for gold, this is what I am expecting for gold. But mind you, as I said, price can easily break this particular demand we have here. So we can have something like this happening. So we can have price breaking our demand zone right here. Okay, price can break our demand zone, and then we start going down. Since this particular this supply zone, so price can actually respect the supply zone and then start giving us some push to the downside. So if you ask me what I'm expecting for gold, I'm expecting both buy and sell scenarios depending on how price holds this demand zone. All right. So when this demand zone holds, then we are going to be expecting what? More what? Buys on what? On gold. All right. Let's move to the next pair, which is Gbpjpy-USD. Gbpjpy-USD. All right. On weekly, what do we have on weekly? What do we have on weekly? So, yeah. So we are very bullish on weekly. On weekly, we are very bullish since we had what? Swing high. We had a swing high right here. We had a swing high right here taken out. So we had a break of structure right there. We have our swing low still intact. All right. So what am I expecting now? You can see that on weekly too, we are very what? Bullish. Now, which zones are we having? Now, I think I have a nice demand zone, supply zone right here. So I have a very nice supply zone right here. Weekly, I also have a very nice what? Supply zone right here. So since we are very bullish, what are we looking for? Bullish order flow. So we are looking for more buys on the market until we get what? Change of character. All right, a change of character. So on daily, this is what we see on daily. So daily, we can see that price came down to respect this particular demand zone right here. So we had price coming down to respect this demand zone right here, and then giving us what? A push to the upside. So as I said, we are very bullish. So price is what? Respecting demands and what? Giving us what? Longs on the market. All right, so what am I expecting for this coming week? Now let's go for 4H. Let's go to 4H and then see what we are expecting for 4H. All right, so on 4H, it's very interesting. Market price is very interesting. So 4H, we have a lot of liquidity, right? We have liquidity right here. Trend line liquidity right here, which I am expecting markets to actually what? Clear out before we get what? Ourselves in the market. So yeah, and then probably we can see some relative equal high right here. Yeah, so which serves as what? Liquidity. So even though we have that there, having this particular zone also marked. Yeah, good. So now what am I expecting? What am I expecting on 4H? What am I expecting? Now, I have no intentions on selling Gbpjpy-USD at any of this points here. I have no intention of selling Gbpjpy-USD at this point. On 1 hour time frame, I go to 1 hour, and now I don't think I have any intention of actually selling what? This particular pair at that level. Now let me go back to 4H. And then what are we expecting? So on 4H, I'm probably expecting price to come down. So we have this demand already mitigated. Now you can see price gave us another what? Unmitigated demand zone right here on 4H. So probably price can what? Easily what? Trade into this and give us what? Our push to the upside. Trade into it and give us our push to the upside. Okay, not only this am I looking at, I'm looking at price also what? Maybe price can what? Just open up, continue moving to the upside, trade into this place before we get what? Ourselves. So price can just, let me draw it well. Price can just what? Go up, trade into our zone right there, and then start giving us what? Some sells to what? To the downside. All right. So the next pair, which is Gbpjpy, Gbpjpy. Okay. So if you've been following me for the past few weeks, you can see that Gbpjpy, we almost have every move on Gbpjpy. The last time we took a move here, if you're in my Telegram channel, you see that, yeah, we took ourselves from that side, came to this side, which is 1,200 and something pips. Yeah. Now, let's forget that. What am I expecting? Let's come to weekly and see what we are expecting. So before I continue, yeah, the Telegram channel is still there. I always give updates on the Telegram channel. I always give updates on the Telegram channel on almost every trade. All right, so I'll be very happy if you joined. It's just a page where what I analyze markets on my views on what the various pairs. All right, so let's continue. Now we can see on weekly we are very bullish. Yeah, on weekly we are very bullish. Now this is going to be my high and my low. All right, so this is going to be my low, which hasn't been taken out yet. So yeah, so still we are very bullish on what, on weekly. So currently this is my high, and then this is what my current what, low. So what am I expecting? All right, let's go to the daily time frame to see what price is giving us. Now on the daily time frame, we have markets what giving us this particular high here. Now market gave us what, this particular low right here. So what are we expecting? So you can see that on daily we are what, we are bearish. On daily we are bearish because we had this. Now if you are taking our previous weekly low and then the weekly high, you can see that we are very bullish. But then when we take our what, our daily highs and lows, this is what markets is doing right now. What are we expecting? So I am actually expecting somewhat push to the upside into what, this zone right here, before we expect somewhat some sells in the market, since we actually what, broke structure. So we broke structure to the downside here on daily. So we have a daily break of structure here. We also broke structure right here. So yeah, that's what I am expecting. Now on the 4H, when it comes to 4H, even though I'm expecting price to head to that particular zone, price can also give us a reaction at the side, and then we get what, our sell. All right, so price can give us a reaction there. So yeah, it's possible that price can give us a reaction at this place and then give us sells. Now again, these are the possible moves I have on what, on Gbpjpy. So what am I expecting? So price can easily move into this particular demand right here, okay, and then we'll have price coming down like this, then we go right up, okay. So if price comes down to this particular zone, then I'm not expecting this particular what, supply to hold. So I'm not going to expect the supply to hold. So either way, price can come down like this, give us a sell, or price can move up into this particular supply, give us what, our sell that we're expecting, or break it and then what, give us our sell at this place. So depending on how the market opens, this is what I am expecting for Gbpjpy. So let's go to the next pair, which is Euro-JPY, our last pair. All right, so now we know that Gbpjpy and Euro-JPY are correlated. All right, so they are correlated. So I'm not going to go through weekly, daily. Let's just go into what. So on daily, you can see they have the same price movement. Yeah. So we last year, December, we had a very nice trade from this side straight coming down to what, for how many pips? About 890 pips. Yeah, so if you're in my Telegram group, I even gave this out on one of our weekly outlooks. So yeah, now let's continue. So this pair, what do we have? We have a break of structure. Do we have a break of structure? No, we don't have a break of structure. Market print give us what, equal lows right there. So that's what, liquidity. So we have liquidity right there. So let me just take time to give some future projection on this pair. All right, so we have a very nice demand zone right there, very nice one. So what am I expecting price to do? All right, now on daily, these are my zones I'm marking out. Okay, so we have this place to here. Good. sorry. So, and then we have a break of structure right here. We also have another break of structure right here. Okay, so what am I expecting? So let's go to for H. So same thing I'm expecting for what? For GBP, I'm expecting same thing for what? Euro-JPY. So now market can what? Easily come to what? This side here. Market can easily come into this before we get what? We get our what? Our sells. Sorry, our buys, or since we have what? Some form of liquidity line right below, markets can just break down before we get our buy. Either way, when market opens and markets start to give us a push to the upside, we can have markets giving us what? A move like this, or market can just break that particular or this particular supply zone, okay, and then we get what? Ourselves to the downside. All right, so this is what I'm expecting for the coming week, for the following pair. So thank you very much for staying with us. We have more coming your way. If you haven't subscribed, I'll be very happy if you subscribe. The Telegram link will be placed right in the description box. So if you want to join, please feel free to join. All right, thank you very much for watching this video.